So they'll be calling you a radical. Let's get on this. This is real important stuff. Pickering nuclear generation state. All hands on deck. All hands on deck. Issued a warning. Came across text messages. Came across the whole region. Evacuation. Everyone evacuate. 10 miles, 10 kilometers. Here it is. This is the Province Ontario Emergency Bulletin, which applies to people within 10 kilometers of the Pickering nuclear generation station. An accident was reported at the nuclear generation station. There has been no abnormal release of radioactivity from the station, and the emergency staff are responding to the situation. People near the Pickering nuclear generation do not need to try to protective nations at this time. Remain turned to local media for further information. Now, stay with me. This is exactly what happened at 3 Mile Island, San Onofre, all of them. This is what they do. Anytime there's an accident, this is written first, but they have to, by law, kick it out. So what happens, they always say there's no radio, always. When we know lots of times there is. Now, has there been? I don't know. So then they come back out. Now, this is important. A little bit later, they put, this is the Province Ontario Emergency Poll, which applies to people within 10 kilometers of the Pickering Generator Station. Incident was reported at Pickering Generator Station. There have been no abnormal blah, blah, blah. Here it comes out. Emergency alert. Est-ce que vous parlez français? Alerte diretti. Bravo. It sounded more Italian, didn't it? There is no active nuclear situation taking place at the Pickering Nuclear Energy Reactor. This previous alert was in air. Okay, now stay with me. Stay with me. In air. Now, nuclear Waterloo. Yeah, Waterloo University. That was who on the plane in Iran. There were Canadians killed. That's who was killed on that. My God. Shut down in air? So I captured it. I have it. I mean, I'm all over this stuff always. Where is it? Thank you for my post-Pickering song. Thank you to everybody who sends me stuff. It's so important. Protests going on in Iran, calling him he's a murderer. The anti-political. I mean, whoever did this is beyond a murderer. I know false flags when I can smell. I can see them. You know. Hear no nuclear evil, see no nuclear evil, speak no nuclear energy evil. You know, so, come on. What are the odds? The no birth dies? I mean, my God. Let me explain. I better slow down. I'll go slow. This is important. That nuclear generator station is one of the biggest in the world. It's got 2 reactors and shut down right now. So, from what I understand, that there's been some updates going on. My guess, this is just me hypothesizing, they're switching out a generator. Generators there up. The same thing that happened in San Onofre. This is just hypothesis. That who knows what happened in there. But these alerts just don't get issued by accident. The plane going down, immediately, within an hour, I put up videos and I caught it, tagged it. We have ruled out terrorism. How can they rule out terrorism? We have ruled out a missile within 1 hour of the accident. This is on big mainstream media. I think the Washington Post and the New York Times and Fox News had that line because they, regurgitate the narrative that is put out by the CIA over and over and over. We know, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. Look it up. We know for a fact. Just Google Operation Ajax. United States CIA murdered the Iranian thing. Now, this is also big. Important. 1978, the same thing happened in Iran, and we know how things unfolded in Tehran. Accidental shooting down of a flight with Americans on it. Well, there's no American flights allowed in. That's look where they cut that out. Huh? What was written on there? Fukushima killed me. Oh yeah. How would I know? I don't know nothing. So. Fuck. A rush to judgment. Red Barchetta. Wow. Whoa. My God. Think about it. What are the fucking odds? These Canadians at nuclear, which I'd call nuclear Waterloo before I even knew they were all from Canada, University of Nuclear. I mean, Trudeau, est-ce que parle français? No? You know, even France is getting rid of their nuclear reactors. My guess is they had some kind of incident there. Now, how severe, I don't know. But when anything like that, we automatically assume the worst. Why? Because we're paranoid? No, because we know their track record of being blatant, hardcore, pathological liars. What about Fukushima? How hardcore did they lie on Fukushima? I mean, think about this. Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction. Pat Tillman fought up 9 million Al-Qaeda. Jessica Lynch's, I mean, I go on and on and on and on. The AP, the narrative, the lie, fake, calling fake, fake, fake. And they're worried about it. The flight was not terrorism, the narrative went out. Why did this alert happen? Because something happened. And they always say no radiation. They said that at 3 Mile Island. They said that at Sinonofri. You know, they said that at Chernobyl. You know, I was talking to a kid yesterday because everybody's reading the book Chernobyl, and I'm getting in vogue around the university in the area now because, you know, because of the Chernobyl documentary. And I says, well, you know, the Russians are putting out theirs. They're all young experts on it now when they don't know anything. And he says, I says, well, you know, they're saying they're putting their narrative, the CIA all blew. Oh, they didn't blow it. I said, oh, wait a minute, how do you know they didn't blow it? I mean, if you grew up in the Cold War like I did, you don't think the U.S.? I says, do you know who Edward Teller is? And he said, no. And I says, then shut the fuck up. And then you go educate, and then you come have a conversation with me. Is that a far-fetched thesis? Oh, fuck no. Not even. I mean, even Gorbachev explores it and has talked about it. Reagan talked about it. Everybody who had any knowledge of nuclear. Edward Teller was asked about it. Don't care what I poison, whatever, as long as I stop them Russians. That's who ran the nuclear industry in the U.S. for all those years. I mean, wow. This is a big story. And by the way, these whales having babies in California early are adorable. Yeah, starving to death mammals now. Here we go. Iranian crash has eerie historical parallel. God, talk about it. Eerie historical parallel. What is the freaking odds? That's me that's me on the statue in front of the White House. Who's gonna play? That's me with my red hat on. Days before the election, yelling and screaming, the Russians have occupied the White House. And that's in 2016. This is another thing I gotta say. Talk about bad media. The first report that came out on Neil's death, for my mind is not for rent. Don't put me down as fucking arrogant. So Neil's death, the first photograph, I hope I have it. I think I got it here. There it is. There it is. This is these guys. And talk about bad media. We know who that is. Sure ain't Neil Perth. That's Pink Floyd, right? Neil? That's Mason. Wow. All hands on deck. All hands on deck. I'm sure something happened there. Now, how severe? I don't know. And I'm not an alarmist. Move along. Nothing to see. It's just dead ecology. Hear no evil. See no evil. Speak no nuclear energy evil. So I want you to just, what are the statistical probability and the odds? The Music City miracle on Balco. What are the odds of this plane being shut down with Canadian young PhDs, young students from the university right there, Waterloo University, and talk about Waterloo, Napoleon, Francis, it becomes as natural as occupying a bird refuge. What is the odds? Both in air. You know the statistical? It's all coincidence, Kevin. Okay? Tide pulls, Fukushima, coincidence. Salmon collapse, coincidence. Mystified, baffled, puzzled, stuff. That doesn't get it in the science world. What I do is the PhD, the research PhD. You have to do the work. And I know the history. Oh, do I know the history? Oh my God, do I know the history? This is crazy. This is crazy. Thank you for sending me these to my army. My God. What are the odds? What are the odds? Stand counted.